A lot of questions, and I want to ask you about this because one question surfaced in the Austin Chronicle. And that question was in the form of an ad that is said to be from a Ron Paul supporter. And the question is, have you ever had sex with Governor Rick Perry? And it goes on to say, are you a stripper, an escort, or just a young hottie impressed by an arrogant, entitled governor of Texas? What's your response? What's your campaign's response to this coming from one of your supporters?
Well, I don't know how something like that qualifies as a question on national TV, as if it's something serious. So I would say that it speaks for itself, and for me to address, I don't know anything about it. This is news to me. For me to address that would give it too much credibility, and I think bringing it up gives it way much more credibility than it deserves. It's rather silly. How can this be a significant issue in a presidential race? So I don't place.
So you didn't. This ad never came up in your discussions with your campaign. Did you ever ask anybody? You know, well, who is this guy? And he's saying he's my supporter. It never has been discussed among your campaign.
No, insignificant, silly things. We don't waste a whole lot of time on things like that.
What do you make of the sort of back and forth between the Perry folks and the Bush folks in your home state of Texas?
Well, I think that is interesting because their political views are pretty close. So I didn't know a whole lot about that. I don't get into the intrigue of personalities. So I think it has political significance, but I don't know much about that. I didn't know that actually was going on.
Well, so in terms of this ad, and I know you think it's no big deal, but before I let you go, would you encourage this person to stop saying that he's one of your supporters as he run, in the framework of running this ad?
Well, that would invite me to look at hundreds of thousands of people who say and do things and express themselves, that I have to monitor them and check out everything that's on the internet and decide. No, my first impression would be, why pay attention to it? Why give it credibility? So, no, I'm not going to engage myself in that, because I would be worrying about those kind of things, because there's a lot of things going on like that in a lot of campaigns. So I can make comments. I could study that ad and make a comment on it, but this whole thing doesn't invite me or incite me or encourage me to start analyzing everything everybody ever says on the internet or what they put in a newspaper. That would distract from the message I'm trying to deliver.
All right, I got it. Congressman Ron Paul, thank you very much. Good to see you from New Hampshire this morning. We'll hear a lot more for you as the campaign moves forward. Thank you, sir.